Hermitcraft and our love. Oh my god. Here we are. Oh man. We're live. Look at this. Now I can see it on my laptop. My voice is like dead. It's too early in the morning. But hey, you know, gotta get that streaming goodness. This is not what I want. I want a piece of paper. Alright, hold on 1 second. Hi Andy, how are you? Hi, I don't know if you know anything about Hermitcraft or Minecraft stuff, but hi, thanks for joining. I'm just gonna write a list of all the people I'm gonna have to draw for this nonsense that I've decided I would do for myself, because why not? What's up? It's too early in the morning, that's what's up. I'm just writing a list of Hermitcraft members. Yeah. Now, if you don't know what Hermitcraft is, it's a Minecraft survival multiplayer just video series on YouTube where there's like about 20 different people who post videos on all different devices, mostly on YouTube. Some people only do stuff on Twitch, but is my voice sounding dead? I thought I could be more lively at 6 o'clock in the morning. Let's just put some stuff in the background. Okay. Hi, Rethex. How are you? I'm tired. I'm a little tired, yeah. Hi, Maggie. Hi, welcome. Welcome to my stream. Welcome to my stream at 5:40 in the morning. Who do I have to draw? I gotta draw Grandmamber Iscal Stress Monster as Micleo False Symmetry Rendog Cup Fan. That's how you do a B. This is just, wow, look at me. It's like, no, I did sleep. I went to bed at 8 p.m. and then woke up at 5 a.m. That is a normal amount of sleep. That's arguably too much sleep. Tango Impulse Wells Night Jerry. Cherry Hills Dockham Python There we go. And also just Assassin, right? Just Assassin. Alright, that's a lot of people I gotta draw. Oh my goodness. I have Scar. Yeah, I have everybody. There's should be 21 different names. I was pretty sure there was 22, but who knows. Yeah. So I'm just gonna put those names up there, and we're gonna start with really weird little sketchy buddies. Wow, we're actually starting drawing early on in a stream, or only 4 minutes in. I don't know. What do people do when people stream? I don't know. like the stream, I guess. That's a thing you can do, I guess. It's too early in the morning for me to be a good YouTuber. Not that I'm ever a good YouTuber, to be fair. Let's go on to Skin Stealer, yeah. Because I cannot be bothered. Skin Stealer. I'm not quite sure yet. I would like to do a drawing like that with those people as a group, but for now I think I just want to make sure that I get everybody's outfits right, so then I can just draw them however I want to later. This is my, as I like to call, my planning stages, where I'm just going to draw everybody, and they're going to be really bad little drawings, but just so I get the general idea about what everybody looks like and what like their colours are. Green. Alright. Alright. Okay. That's green. I mean. Alright. So green has. It looks like he's wearing Converse. Is he wearing Converse? No, you cannot see what I'm looking at. I'm just on this website. So they're really tiny drawing, so let me just that's as close as it zooms in. Wow. So green has like grey pants that go up to here, and they seem kind of rolled up at the heel, I guess. And he's got shoes that have white at the bottom. And he has red. I'll just use this one. I mean, it doesn't really matter, they both do the same thing. I just always remember the name of this one. And he has got a high neckline, and it goes down to here, and it looks like it folds up. And then he's got poofy hair. A little smile.
That's quite cool. That looks pretty good. Across the ocean on the mainland, Biffa has also staked a claim to the futuristic district. But first, he has to get there, which he does with a little help from a friendly turtle.
Okay, so colors. Do I have a better red? I'll use this red, I guess. Even it's a watercolor pencil, but like I don't care. Red. I'm sure I'll need red again. I'll leave that out. Brown. Gray. Gray pants. There we go. It's green. It's a mini gray. It's a mini gray. Cool. Next is the member of the chamber. Okay. In case you're wondering, I have Hermitcraft recap playing in the background to get me inspired. Okay, Mumber the Jumber. What does he look like? Mumber Jumber is a fancy boy. Okay, he is a very fancy boy. He's got.
This could have been brutal. We could have lost our heart of the sea, our diamond pick. His revenge on the ocean comes in the form of fence-powered scuba gear. Basically the good old air bubble exploits, but now with extreme open.
Okay, so there's the body, and he's got a fantastic mustache, which is his most important feature. Okay, I don't care what anybody says. It's his most important feature.
And I am actually going to plug that up because the silverfish are going to come after me.
And then he has just like, I don't know,
But that is a really cool thing.
hair, the top of his head, eyebrows. He's gonna really need eyebrows for that high hairline that I gave him. Jeez Louise. And he's just wearing a suit. I don't understand why, but he's wearing a suit.
Supposedly joining a pack of wild phantoms and becoming but before he becomes the terror that flaps in the night, he shares his plans for the base pit. It seems drained by his own ambition.
Yeah, very simple. You know, he just wears a black suit.
Basically limiting himself to how big he can go by having to first dig that big out.
Mumbo, and then it's good. Oh. It's Scout 85. I've really lost my marbles today. Oh, that's not his usual outfit. He must be recording a video because he's wearing his green architect suit, which I will draw while I have this reference. But I know that it's not his normal outfit, but I will draw it for now. I'm just gonna write fancy Iskall underneath it.
I've been sort of thinking we could do something similar here in the ocean, like base or something, perhaps. But the thing is, like, underwater is not good for YouTube. What's curious is that Scar mentions the moon base will somehow tie into another area.
Okay, so he has a much like higher tie, and because it's green you can see the buttons. It still has white cuffs though. And he has black shoes. And then he's got his eye thing, which I don't understand, and facial hair, a bit that sticks out at the top. And colors. There's a method to the madness, I swear. Oh, this is a really good color match, actually. I'm proud of that. That is great. Why does he look so tiny? Oh my god, he looks so tiny. That's hilarious. I love this. And blue for his eye thing. And he doesn't really have any colors. His tie is a dark blue, but I'm just going to use the same blue because I don't care. So this is fancy Iskall, and I'll draw like another weird tiny body for normal Iskall, which I'll come back later and see if he's normal then. Alright, so after Iskall I have Stress Monster. She has numbers after her name. I've drawn Stress Monster before, so I'll just get that reference. Everybody's so quiet up in the chat. I am paying attention. Oh. Oh no, it died. There we go. Noise. What was I doing? Just it's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm mostly distracted anyway.
Are they zombies? No! But
I really need a better organizing system for my drawings. Oh, okay. Oh, it's right here. Lovely. Yeah. You're dead? Why are you dead? Don't die, Maggie. Oh my god. But, sometime late last year, Zombie Cleo put out a video because people got the only 3 girls on this entire thing. They keep getting those 3 girls mixed up, so she did a whole video about it and I ended up drawing this. So, yeah, there's that. Yeah. No, I didn't feed the cat.
Did you feed him last night?
Yeah.
My treasure. My gorgeous treasure. And I need air.
He's not the only one. Dr. Emmett, the only person with a centered hashtag.
And my cat's being absolutely crazy right now. He didn't eat his food last night, now he's acting like he's never been fed in his life. It's like, not my fault you didn't eat your food. That I put it there. I know I did. Because Mama just said that there was still food there. So he's just being a butthead. But let's just draw one. Since I'm doing the 3 girls, I might as well draw them all together. I'm gonna draw these little sketchy buddies a bit bigger because that will probably be more helpful. Ooh, check out those long necks. Oh my goodness. It's fine. It's fine. We aren't being too specific.
Setting up in a secluded bay on the southwest side of the main island, surrounded by the industrial district, Impulse digs into the rock and starts his own take on the Ethos Lab man cave. Like many of his server mates though, one of the first things he finds when he digs down is an abandoned mine shaft, which means cave spiders.
Okay, so Stress Monster, I'll do like the same hair that I gave her in this sketch. And her hair is short and adorable because Stress Monster is adorable. And then she just has a shirt, some short shorts, yeah, like short shorts, and then just some Converse looking shoes.
Seriously, the first thing the man does is to gather materials for a bed, making him about 200% more prepared than some of the other hermits.
Okay.
I was in a hurry. Oh, no. Oh, you son of a... Oh.
And then she has
Well, at least you didn't blow up the bed.
But he's
a... That's way too long. It's more like a robe. Okay. Lovely.
Speaking of snakes, Python
And
is the first to set up in the modern
brown
district, right
here.
next door to a village which has provided some nice, easy food. After felling a bunch of spruce trees and outlining the boundary between
And pink.
puts together a contemporary style starter house with a potato garden out the back. Several people stop by to
Blue shorts, black shoes, and there we go, that's strength. That's stressful. Me laughing at my bad jokes. And we have Zombie Cleo, who is a zombie. So she has, I have a shirt that's like, there we go. And I imagine she's got like a skeleton sort of thing going on, because she's a zombie. So some of her ribs are missing, in case you're wondering what that's supposed to be. And then she's got really short shorts. And she's got normal.
Wales Knight, on the contrary, is fully on Team Day 1 Starter House, which doesn't really make much sense when he announces that his plan for the season is basically the same as Joe's, be less of a homebody and more of a nomad,
And then
explore the world, and more importantly, what the hermit kind will do
there we go.
in said world.
Hey, Wells. Nice house.
The plan somewhat comes together if you consider his nomading not only a lack of having a base, a lot of small bases
Okay.
scattered across the map. Maybe he's planning an Airbnb network or something. So yeah,
Oh yeah, remember when that was Korean's plan? Oh my god. When he wanted to have different houses, small houses all over the world.
I'd say probably for at least like the first week, quite possibly for the first couple of months of season 6. We're gonna have daily Hermitcraft episodes, so no big deal. We'll get all sorts of stuff done.
And she has, I'll just use any orange.
Every district seems like a grand plan for the series, all about different styles and collabs. One wonders, where are they expecting to find the materials to make said houses out of? ZApp has a pretty unique solution. And I'm basically gonna beg, borrow, and steal my way through this season. That
And
being said, he did already find a small
green
amount of diamonds in his
flowers.
shipwreck, so maybe the materials won't be as much of an issue, just get used to carrying them all on his back. Jevin, on the other hand, has his mind set on some mysterious super base he'll start later into the season. Not much is known about it yet, except that it will be pretty awesome.
One set is a long-term build. It's going to be mega.
Falsey has like
And the
boots
other is to be involved
with like
in
goldy
Hermitcraft as much
straps.
as possible.
We'll have to wait and see, both for the main base and for the collabs.
And
but
she's
judging by the
got
starter houses built,
high-waisted
Jevin is back on his
shorts
A-game.
with a
Other
belt
people,
that
like
is
Rendog, have more
pretty
solid
dark.
goals. By the end of episode 1,
Why do they all wear shorts? I don't understand. I can't wear shorts, so I'm just jealous. Don't worry about me.
Both of which are successful. He sets up in the fantasy district and digs into the side of a hill, a temporary base which he questionably named the Wren Hole, before embarking upon a caving expedition and dying a couple of times, but emerging with a diamond.
She's got
This is a
gloves, like big gloves,
he needs for a comparator, which he needs for a shot.
and you can't see what I'm drawing because I have a very bad angle. Oh hi! How are you? What's up? What's crack-a-lackin'? Sorry, I'm distracted. I'm in the middle of drawing Falsey.
This season is false symmetry. This is noteworthy because False has received
And
another
we'll
present.
just have Hermitcraft recap in the background.
Mistakes have been made.
Just trying to give me a poison. You know what? I will save that poisonous potato python and I will, I don't know, gift it back to you at some point, okay? Yeah.
Revenge will be had. And finally,
And
there's Green. While it's widely accepted that his building skills are amazing, they might be outweighed by the fact that his knowledge of current versions of Minecraft is limited. This means two things.
okay, I need a yellow because she's got
And that
one.
we, the viewers, will probably find it adorable. It's also hilariously cute.
There we go.
I just found this. I don't know
You know, we're getting pretty far down this list. Yeah. Okay.
give you an idea of just how far removed
Let
I am
me.
being up to date on Minecraft, let alone Hermitcraft. Just Minecraft
Let's see.
is the first time I'm using dual wielding.
Despite all that, he actually pulls quite a trick making
What are the numbers after Rendog's name?
shipwreck, quickly learning that while houses are more important than armor, they don't
Thanks,
necessarily
Dad.
work unless you're hiding in one.
Ah, no. No, don't you dare.
Yeah, I know there's just numbers after people's names,
Oh, no, no, no.
but I'll never remember them.
But as much as we're making fun of him here, by the end of his first episode, Grian managed to build an underwater glass dome and drain half of the
Ugh,
shipwreck.
why am I so bad at this?
Bubble column boat elevator and lure Bigfoot into one that nearly drowned him. Find diamonds, make a pickaxe, and go to the Nether, and even help gather up the remains of your time with the Scar, just for giggles and brownie points.
Look at that. Good guy.
And there we go.
Just put his stuff in a chest for him.
So don't worry, he'll be fine as long as he makes realistic goals for himself.
Where? No.
Now the main thing that I need to find.
These are all of his old skin. I don't want his old skin. I need his new skin.
That's gonna
God
give me
dang
the
it.
extra 10 seconds I need underwater.
Oh, stressful.
Breathing.
And there it goes. But that's about it for the day one episodes of Hermitcraft Season 6. Our writer is VoyXP, and my name is Pixel Riffs. Is there something we've missed? Is there something you're looking forward to this season? Make sure you let us know in the comments. While you're
I'm just
there,
gonna cry,
don't forget to
don't worry
like
about
and
it.
subscribe so you won't miss future recaps. And if you're up for even more
Okay.
Minecraft 1.13, I've just started a brand new single-player series on my channel, and that's linked.
Dubs, are you dubbing me
Thanks
right
so
now?
much for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Well, it's not gonna work if I don't know what people's names are.
And in the the VODs as they appear on his YouTube channel. What we do know is he's setting up in the modern district, so he'll probably be seeing a lot of Python, because if the amount of collabs he's done is anything to go by, everyone...
Okay, that didn't help.
Python. It may be because he built a nice welcoming suburban house on day one, but he's become something of a social butterfly. And that's more accurate than you'd think, because he even got his wings this week after with Azuma and Ijevin. He's even started a neighborhood watch program, although that mostly involves putting the valuable villagers in holes where he can keep an eye on.
Oh my god.
The one villager he decides to move in with him has an infinity...
True Puppy Yuri's pants. Hello. Yeah. Rethix name MC isn't going to work because I don't know what people's usernames are.
But he's fine sharing the magic around as he teams up with Wales Knight earlier in the week to build the...
I'll just move on. Who's next? Cubfan 135. Skin. Okay. There we go.
To work off his share of the rent, Zed prepares
okay, so we'll skip Rendog. I'll put a little red dot next to his name so I remember to go back to him. Same with Iskal. I only drew Fancy Boy Iskal because that was the only skin that was there. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. What is happening? Oh, my cat's trying to break into my bedroom. Not gonna happen. Am I using Streamlabs? I am using Streamlabs. Why? I gotta use my phone because I have no better camera. Thank you for reminding me.
Ultimately decides to sell a season pass to his server mates, allowing them to access the store for the duration of season 6. So DLC is included.
Okay.
Items within the store itself. So if you've got money on who's going to be the richest server member, you might as well give it to Impulse. The competition is
he's got crazy eyebrows. I can't not draw those, and he also has crazy beard.
A prime example of that is Azuma's Turtle Hat Shop, made possible thanks to his newfound affiliation with the flappy sea creatures. Having figured out how to farm the sea turtles and their precious scoops, and even finding out that the turtle eggs can be silk-touched for further replanting at a more convenient beach, construction on a giant turtle with his face for a face, later to house his exquisite water-breathing hat shop. We really do have a long way to go here, and I'm reminded of how slow digging is in the early game without a beacon. Unable to consume seaweed to be more like his people, X settles for a kelp diet, complemented by a big auto-smelter,
and black shoes, which is a very common theme among most people. Most people like black shoes. Who would have ever thought? Wow, Lainey.
That, of course, requires some prismarine, and what better way to get it than paying a visit to a bugged-out ocean monument? It's 2 for the price of 1. There's 2 of them here. What?
I don't know how I managed to set it up, honestly. Just as soon as I started working, I'm just like, that's it. I don't care anymore. Everything else is irrelevant. It works.
This one's got 2 entrances.
But yeah, I have Streamlabs on my laptop, and I don't do anything on my laptop. Not art related anyway. All my art related stuff is always on my phone. My digital art is on my phone. So there's my cub fan. Let me get my gray. Yeah, alright, there we go.
The Cub's rise to riches starts not with the digging of coral blocks, in fact, not with digging of any kind at all, but with diving for sunken ships.
And then there's some good times with Scar. We all love him.
Wow, what a help this guy was.
Oh, 105. Wow, it was at 102 earlier. But thank you. Yeah. Oh, I don't usually check, but I checked this morning because, I don't know, it was right there on my dashboard when I was trying to figure out how to show live stream stuff on my laptop.
What? No, yes! Yes!
Okay.
inexplicable reasons, this encounter seemingly helps Cub catch a second wind, and he sets out to conquest.
Okay.
And so, together with Scar, they murder a dragon for his elytra.
Most of these reference pictures of Good Times with Scar have him in a little, like, cowboy hat, so I don't know if I want to draw him in a little cowboy hat. I feel like I have to. Is that bad? Probably should draw him in a hat. I like the hat. No one else has a hat so far. So it's interesting design choice.
Oh, we're in a dungeon. What? Oh, what the heck? Oh my god.
Ooh, that helped a lot actually. Thank you, Random Cough, for distracting me.
The firstborn elytra sadly is lost to the item despawn timer as the dragon egg pushes it into the end portal and no one picks it up in time at spawn. Last but not least, Jevin starts a shop of his own, one to do with his bizarre ability to find shiny things. On top of the loot acquired from the outer end
Okay.
with Python and Azuma,
So he's got his hat buddy.
and sunken ships. Sadly, all the aforementioned treasures turned out to be bugged, with multiple maps all leading to the same empty chest. Frustrated with this, Jevin takes matters into his own hands and creates a shop to substitute the faulty in-game mechanics. Now, for the low price of 10 diamonds, you can purchase a custom-made treasure map with a fancy banner waypoint
Okay.
leading to a chest full
I'm
of
just trying to figure out
red blue slime.
what exactly is happening.
It's not a scam either, as the treasures include shulker shells and many
You know, I'll add that onto my list. Man in chicken costume. We may never know who the man in the chicken costume may be, but he is all important. In with an M. Why? Oh my goodness. Where is my pencil? Got my pencil. Thanks, Torias of the Abyss. What a name, but oh, ow. What a name, it just hit my knee, my ankle. Oh my god. I don't know what's happening. Oh my gosh. I just realized I have the 3 primary colors of sunglasses on my desk. Completely random, but, fun fact, I guess. I keep a lot of random stuff on my desk. That, you know, if I turned my phone around, you would probably be disgusted. But we're not doing that, are we? No. But anyway, back to drawing. Scar has a big belt, and he's got pants. Yeah, he wear pants. Thanks, Becky. And he also has black shoes, because everyone wears black shoes for some reason. Okay, so let me just...
The community enchantment house is visible in half of the day 1 videos and recognized universally as a Wells build if ever I saw one. A cliche Wells Knight later addresses with his other first
Okay, I don't understand what is happening.
first build, if anyone's counting, a factory located on a cliff in the industrial
Okay,
What exactly is fabric
so he wears a lot of brown. That's what's happening.
We're also not sure exactly
I'll draw like proper drawings later. It just sort of depends on how quickly we can get through these, but basically Good Times with Scar is just a lot of brown. He looks very yeehaw. If that makes any sense.
Instead of clearing any of it out, Wells just goes for raising the real
He's like Indiana Jones. That's what he is. He's Indiana Jones. Indiana Scar. Yes, queen. Yes. Alright. Let's see. After that, we'll do tango. Tango. Tango, tech to the skies. Oh yes, I almost forgot that's what his skin looked like. How terrifying. Okay. Yeehaw? Oh, I can't believe I just read that out. Maggie, what are you making me say?
Maybe he just needs to
This
listen
is
next week
awful.
over and visit Stress Monster
Literally
more often, but you can't
awful.
have a housewarming party without first having a warm house. And in Iskal's
Okay.
case, this means the Acacia has stone floors with a little dead
Sorry,
coral
I'm
mix
so happy with
effect, and
this.
the bubble column
I'm such a
elevator
happy
makes the
bean. I
floor
love
swap
singing. Oh my
up and
god.
down his iceberg with ease.
Okay,
And
so we
despite
got
the place being a frozen ocean, he finds snow a
head.
little tricky to farm at first.
And oh my, what is his outfit? I don't understand.
Stress Monster has a slightly better time setting up a tree farm and promptly carves herself down to mining level to pick up her first diamond.
But
From
guess
there, she
what?
follows out her iceberg into a cozy house with a stairwell, a
What
storage
time
room,
is it
and
for
lots
me?
of room for expansion.
It is
Also admits that with
6:15 in the
pursuing a
morning.
little bit less
Thanks for that, Cash. Hi, Andrew. How are you, little Inkins? How are you, my guy, my dude, my bro, my drawing buddy? How's it going?
surprisingly, the
I've lost
faction
my mind,
not
literally.
attached to the isolated wasteland has less trouble seeing faces in objects.
Okay.
Unless there's something they're not telling
I
us.
think after Tango, I want to do something like a proper drawing because drawing these little buddies.
Considering that they keep growing.
Calm. You tell me to calm down. Excuse me. That I don't know the meaning.
Perhaps it's this type of experience
Oh,
that
that's
Jonathan
not
started
good.
finishing off his cave house from the rest of the
Oh,
world.
R.I.P. minting book.
To swim through. Heck, even to get to the
Okay.
Iron Island through the nether, it's
I'm
not
just-
row or flat,
Hello?
since the portal
How
is
did you
located
get
on
in
its own
here?
smaller island.
I put something very heavy in front of the door. You're very strong, little kitty bubby. But I'm gonna kick you out. Ow! Excuse me, are you attacking me right now? I don't appreciate this.
One thing I would have loved to have done is get some green grass built around these edges, but unfortunately, we don't have those kind of tools.
Not too far away, zombie Cleo is still working on the biggest vessel of the
I'm back. It happened twice. That's not good. But yoink. Okay. Don't mind me, just living my life. Woo! Okay. Who should I draw? Because I know I've got these little buddies up here, but I can draw other people besides those. I just don't know. I'm just standing up. I always remember to stand up more when I'm drawing than when I'm playing games. But it's always good to stand up and take a break every once in a while. You know, if you haven't gotten up and taken a break since the beginning of this stream, I suggest that you do. Just stretch your legs a little bit. No, Maggie, I'm drawing very specific people. Ew. I love you too.
Although he ran into a few of Minecraft's very own rad roaches digging the place out. After getting some half-decent enchants from the community bookshelves and getting into a spitting contest
What
with
do you
fellow
want,
farmers,
Loki?
he did a kind of tradesman's entrance to the vault in anticipation of
I'm
finding some cows to sit
sepcific.
down there. He
Sepcific?
acknowledges that the overground entrance is also due for an overhaul, but he'll get to that in the weeks to come.
Sepcific.
Tear this down, either cut into the side of a mountain.
Draw the Sahara logo. What is the Sahara logo? Isn't it just the word Sahara?
Flat on the ground, there's an elevator going down.
Biffa's base in the futuristic district is also going to get a makeover soon as he plans to turn the tall, thin mountain into a rocket ship. But first, he gets distracted by dolphins, which are keen to show him all the best ways of drowning in shipwrecks.
I'm gonna drown, I'm gonna drown. Let me out!
I kind of wanted to do drawings where I grouped all the people that live in
Once he's recovered his gear and pillaged the
also not correct Maggie.
Squatting them out of the sky and collecting phantom membrane turns out to be easier
Yeah,
than he expected.
I'm drawing people from a series called Hermitcraft. I do not have a link to the Hermitcraft website, but it has all the different people that work there. But yeah, what I was planning on doing originally was I was going to do, well, it was like I have 4 different ideas for different. Oh, bye. you know,
It turns out
after
his
you
talk
can
of
come
bloody
back
naturally
afterwards.
everyone
Bye,
else was
Reflex.
Mr. X. He's already
But
spent a
oh,
full day
Green
visiting
uploaded a new
a
episode.
sound
That's
farm.
fun,
This
isn't it? Fun.
magnificent contraption spawns
It's
drowned
okay,
fire in
Maggie. I
the
still
air
love
from a
you.
river below, funnels them into unknown
Okay, so my 4 different ideas was 1, draw them all individually, 2, draw all 20 of them in a single group photo, which is a massive yikes. And then the third option is drawing them based off like a company, like I would draw like Sahara, Concorp, whatever Doc and Ren's thing is, you know, whatever Tango and Impulse's thing is called. Can't think of what it is, but and then the other thing, which is the one that I really wanted to do, is I wanted to draw different people who like live in like, because the world is split up. Do massive I'm not doing massive yikes. That's not on the table right now. Massive yikes is the last one of all the 4 that I'm gonna be doing. The one I wanted to do was there's very specific like, oh my god, like sections, like there's the medieval district, the futuristic district, the ice district, I don't know what that is specifically, but there's all these different districts in the park. Oh my god, hi King Jammer, how are you? Hey, what's up? But yeah, so all the different Hermitcraft people live in these different districts, and I was like, if I drew all the hermits that live in all these different districts, then, you know, that could be fun. But I couldn't tell you where all 20 of the different people live, and there are some that are nomads, and they don't actually live anywhere, so that's just a massive yikes. So, whew, I don't know what to do. And also, not everyone's in a company, so I don't know what to do. I don't know how to live. How do I live my life? Yeah. But then the problem with drawing them all individually, it's like, do I just draw them? Do I add references? But if I add references to one of them, then I have to add references to all of them, and I don't watch them all individually. Oh, okay. I'm great. I'm just ranting about how hard it is to plan drawings for 20 people. But have fun cleaning. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I'm also listening to Hermitcraft recap in the bottom from the beginning. Hermitcraft recap season 6 week 1. Oh my goodness. Remember Green's little pirate ship in a bottle? Oh my god, and Doc's Drowned Farm. Oh my gosh. I'm having lots of fun. I hope you have more fun. You'll have more fun than me probably, because I'm just standing really stressed. But the problem is, whenever I'm standing, but I have like one foot on my spinny chair, I'm gonna get hurt.
I'm a professional Minecraft player, unlike some.
We also get to briefly witness his reaction to Bombo Enchantoni.
I think this is one of those things that
Okay.
just saw the building and seized the opportunity.
I don't know. I guess it doesn't really have to be done in any sort of order. I could always draw Green Mumbo and Fancy Iskal having like an architect's meeting or something. I don't know if I zoomed in too much or not, but so when you're looking from the architect logo, Green would be over here, Mumbo would be over here, and Iskal would be in the back.
Don't forget to leave a like while you're still here and subscribe so you won't miss future recaps. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Hi, Becky. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. We're doing some Hermitcraft drawing.
This week on Hermitcraft.
It might be green with the name tag. Yep, it's definitely green. I guarantee it. He's coming. I'm running. Oh, I know. He hit the name tag. I'm running.
They're way too spread out. Okay. I would like them all to be a lot closer together. That's where I'm gonna start.
I'm out of here. No, please, Green, no. No.
Well, that escalated quickly. Welcome to the Hermitcraft recap. My name is Pixlorus, our writer is ZloyXP, and just when we thought we had explained everything about how the server is set up, Grian felt like introducing even more game modes.
Oh, R.I.P.
This week Grian has started what originally looked like an innocent game of tag and is already escalating into an arms race. The main rule
That's
is
just a massive
try
yikes.
not to be it for as long as possible.
And number 6, the game can evolve.
And you'd think that with only one tagging possible per video, this would take its time getting around. But at this point, the name tag has made its way from Grian to Doc M, from Doc M to Mumbo, then back to Grian, then hovered over Cubfan's head, then somehow made its way to Iskall.
No. No. No, please, Green, no.
And while as a recap, we'd love to keep track of who's who and who's it, due to the pre-recording, the live streams, and the off-camera stuff, it is...
Do you have any specific Hermit that you want me to draw? Oh, this is barely in frame. There she is. Ah, hell yeah.
The game has
Alright.
Another recent addition to the server is the ability to pose armor stands, finally introduced by
Ooh,
Azuma.
this is when they
trick relies on the
got
player having
posable armor stands. I just have Hermitcraft recap in the background. I'm just much happy by it.
Sticks over the server, Azuma builds a hidden monument in the kelp forest next to the Ministry of Truth in the modern district. So if you see an armor stand on the server doing something that no survival armor stand should be allowed to do, now you know where it came from.
This book actually comes from my patron server. It's
Oh,
made
no.
but basically what happened was I was singing the praises of my server and how wonderful it was. Then X has been playing with it on his own server, and now I managed to
Yeah, no, just... I put on the Hermitcraft recap playlist from the beginning. So this is the 3rd episode, but it's week 2 because the first episode is obviously everybody's day 1 videos.
With the magic of bendy mannequins, Cleo sets up a whole diorama.
So yeah, that's massive. Fun time. Fun time, good time, good time, fun time. Ooh, ow, my butt. Okay, so they're like looking at like some plans or something. Some Sahara plans.
Joe Hill's Ministry of Truth is suddenly looking a lot more alive.
And then like
with the build coming together and the other hermits
these
willingly passing
two, Mumbo and Iskall, are like trying to figure it out, and then I don't know what Green's doing. Green's a buildy buddy.
Sometimes when there's a full moon, it turns into a house. But that's not the only turf he decides to step on, because midweek he sets up an impromptu paper shop
Let's
outside
see.
of
What do I want? I want
While it's a useful resource for people who want to trade with all those librarians, it's not
like
really
maybe
an
he's
effective
pointing
business
at something over here.
like, hey, we put a coffee shop on the corner where you would want it. I'm the guy with like an armful of cups of hot coffee standing outside of
And he's
Walmart
like
saying, hey,
pointing.
want to buy some coffee? $3.
So Joe remodels the business into a wishing well, allowing people to discard renamed items in exchange for a stack of paper. And while that may be even less profitable than the original pop-up store, he's still got some budget left for advertising.
Maybe the head is too far down. I really like where the head is. Maybe if I just swap,
Well, Asuma, let me tell
maybe
you
this could be green, and I don't know what green is
I
doing.
understand that paper can be hard to come by.
Maybe.
iTrade, on the other hand, doesn't need to advertise itself. Apparently, the entire Hermitcraft server can smell a villager with a good mending trade from 1,000 blocks away. Impulse has been overwhelmed with people asking to purchase a season pass, but some of the offers are a little less straightforward.
And so I'm here to help as quick as possible. I'll tell you what, man, I have yet to die. I probably should have said that.
Wow, that is.
Whoa, don't say you put that sort of way.
Iskall argues that he has a claim to the lowercase I, so iTrade briefly becomes iTrademark dispute until they sort the whole thing out. Cubfan bribes Impulse into charging Rendog extra, but Ren manages to still get a pass for 20 diamonds,
difficult.
some freshly cooked chicken, and a box
Green
of
is
feathers.
dancing with parrots,
Funny
yeah.
enough, since the
He
passers
could
by
be.
actually written books, the box of feathers might have been the useful part of that deal. Despite his server mates wheeling and dealing, Impulse is already making
Maybe
a tiny
we'll
profit
put,
and
like,
can invest more of
Green's
his time
hand
into working out why his farmer
here.
villagers seem to be headbanging instead instead of giving him crops. This is a potato farm, so maybe
And
they spent
Ari
too much
is
time in the
here.
mash pit. But Impulse's shop may not actually be the most profitable thing on the server. We think that dubious honor may fall to Doc M, and here we begin the tale of Doc M and Rendo. After demonstrating his drowned farm in week 1, Doc is determined to make a profit from the hermits who are desperate to try out a trident. He puts together a shipwrecked shop in the heart of the commercial district, complete with drowned crewmen. But the twist is that this is a gambling shop. He set a secret price for the tridents. And
Oh,
all
maybe
he
he's
has
like
is
sitting
32
on
diamonds.
a block of TNT.
Gambling, you know, we gotta be responsible with it. We gotta make so much money.
That is not in frame, is
Enter
it?
Rendog,
Well,
a
it
man
could
with
be.
freshly
Yeah, it
opened
should be.
shop and a hunger for Little Mermaid themed weaponry. Surely, he thinks, a stack of diamonds is enough for a trident.
I have a feeling that it's cheaper than 64, but I'm not gonna risk it, guys. That's gonna leave us one.
And then
Like a true pirate, Doc's machine takes the money from him and gives nothing back. It even makes a sad little ding noise. And when Doc checks the payment chest later, he knows which fish he's caught.
What? What? Oh, I swear it was random. I bet it was random.
Not to be outdone, Ren spends a night branch mining and comes back in the next episode to drop 3 whole stacks of diamonds into the chest, finally obtaining that trident he's always wanted for the sum total of 256 diamonds. Naturally, these diamonds are going to be invested in the rebranded NHO, the Nature Health Organization. Doc's efforts to preserve a coral reef and scam even more people out of their money lead to him starting an exhibition on the nearby Mushroom Island, although the pufferfish he uses as a first exhibit has other ideas.
okay.
What is this?
And then he's just like a little happy, smiley grin.
Stay poor for long. Business is booming at the Stacks for Stacks chicken shop, and the other hermits are already saving up their rails and gold to contribute to his Hermitcraft rail network project. And that's not the only market he plans to corner, because this week he lays out a plot and a farming space for Big Logs Inc.
We opened up the log business in season 4 to an astounding success of profits. We made so much cash from mortgage, it was insane. And guys, of course here in Minecraft 1.13,
And there we go.
logs become even more valuable because we can do that.
The rest of the hermits don't take
But I gotta get
to gamble on
cashews.
their
Alright,
time.
have fun with
Kevin, in
the
particular,
cashews.
just spams the place with mildly aggressive Yelp reviews. Signs swearing the NHO off the land appear all around the gambling machine. Some are downright calling out the Nature Health Organization on their practice of slaughtering legions of drowned to get the very tridents they're selling. But interestingly enough, Jevin has no problem with the subscription service of iTrade. Having bought his pass into the room of Har, he suddenly decides to get a much bigger sugarcane farm and a deep storage unit to hold it.
Okay.
Pretty convenient when there's a hall of paper trading villagers nearby. Branching out a tiny bit, Jevin builds a house and a stable to go with it in the medieval district, plus reveals some of his plans for that mega build that he had to reserve a giant area for. Lastly, he
I'll
takes
fix up all
cats
these
and builds a
drawings
freezer
off
farm
camera when I'm at a
to
better angle.
lamenting the lack of a
Obviously, the
proper
best,
grinder on the server.
like, place to be
And as he
sitting
does
when
that,
you're
the
drawing is,
maniacal
like,
laughter of Tango Tech can
pretty
be
much
faintly heard in the
directly,
distance
like,
because you
straight
see
up,
there is
but
a
I'm going at,
proper
like,
mob
this
grinder on the
sort of
server.
angle.
4 of them
Instead of
duct taped together
this, I'm
somewhere
looking
in
at it
the
like this,
ocean.
so everything is
Following the teachings of
looking
Mabel
kind of
Gates,
strange,
Tango
not gonna
has
lie,
its own
when I
version
look
of
in
an
the
observer
in the
dispenser
view.
powered mob farm. Even bare bones, this monstrosity took all of his and some of Scar's cobblestone. Sadly, the exact rates of it are
So,
well
that's just a
unknown,
massive
only because
yikes.
AFKing at it is a danger to the server and to society.
Basically, 1.13 is just, it absolutely destroys water updates. You drop a bucket of water on the ground, you're just lagging the crap out of your server now. And obviously doing it to whatever that is, 16 towers or 20 towers or so, it just kills the server.
Being in the market for rockets himself,
Sure,
Tango
I'll fix
lines
that
the
hair
modern
later
area
too,
with a
because I
sugarcane
just
farm,
cannot.
making the thing look vaguely like your grandma's carpet. What week of the server is this again? Yep, week 2. These people are officially terrifying. Slightly less terrifying, but just as farmy, one of Iskal's major projects this week reunited him with his favourite substance in the game, slime. Hollowing out 3 consecutive slime chunks and filling them with iron golems is worth it just so you can stay on brand. But the other major project is brand new, an underwater fantasy village with conduit power to keep you breathing.
And it was the bottom of the sea where he hid his stash.
I like the idea.
His own
The hang's
waterlogged take on an abandoned mine shaft and an underwater storage room turn out looking pretty great. And he ends up raiding an ocean monument with Cub Fan later in the week. To farm it once they can harvest enough soul sand.
I took my potion down. I took my medicine. Oh man.
And then this girl has his eye thing that I don't understand
Liking diorite or
what
something.
it's supposed to be, so I don't know how to draw it.
Like the polished diorite.
But that's
Yeah.
fine.
Recap, take that.
I mean, sure, we'll take it. What should we do with it? In his own time, Cub takes out another boss, the Wither boss, in a one-on-one duel. This elevates Cub Fan to the first person on the server with a functional beacon. Still, functional is all it is, since Cub doesn't quite have enough materials for a full pyramid. To score more precious rocks for the rock throne, him and Scar open up a shop under the flag.
Sorry about that squeak, it's really annoying, isn't it?
With the dead coral shop now present in the district, Cub has sufficiently cornered the market on fancy sea rock animals, which you think Doc
Yeah,
would be all
I
over.
love this girl.
Not yet. Cub and Scar even start a common area to build on together, which sadly for now is more future plans than anything. But Cub's biggest and
Oh my
potentially most important
gosh.
project is mapping out
I'm just getting like massive flashbacks listening to the Hermitcraft recap in the background. They just talked about Scar and Cub got like a place, like a large area of land for the first time, but there's nothing on there because it's just future plans. But now it's just the entire Concorp area. Thanks, Maggie.
The main island in some way. Right now, I gotta admit, it sort of looks like a train in the sky, but we're certain this will be worth keeping track of, especially since she's promised to build a mountain in it somewhere, and terraforming is kind of her thing. It just might take a little while, since right now her offspring is around to make fart noises into the microphone.
Oh, oops. Can you stop making those noises, please? Unless we do something like that on the inside.
The other major mapping project on the server is at iJevin's shop in the commercial district, and this week the customers include Python. Despite his player marker not showing up on the original map, a bit of detective work leads him to the treasure. But as always, the real treasure is he made along the way.
Gosh, that guy's the most disobedient thing I've ever seen in my life.
Back at the ranch, he moves all the cows into a nano farm and sets up a flower pot shop, which his fans agree looks like a giant acorn. But luckily, he doesn't have to worry about the profits because the shulker shop is generating diamonds every single day. This turns out to be useful when a misfired ender pearl drops him into the void, but Python recovers admirably and outlines his plan for his main base of the season, a series of color-coded
Okay,
underwater
sure,
domes
why
with
not?
splashy
Let's
nature
just go with it.
Biffa has also been bit by the treasure hunting bug, and he tries to employ the local dolphins as guides, with limited success.
Are we stuck in the bubbles? No!
But stumbling upon a mesa with a ton of abandoned mineshaft chests really works out for him, and he spends a couple of episodes gathering all the resources he can find, returning with nearly a stack of diamond ore and a fistful of gems. Once the diamonds have been fortuned, he makes for the shopping district and buys the inevitable iTrade season pass, then splashes his remaining
turn up
cash in Azuma's turtle shop. Speaking of which, Azuma Void has finished his shop. Sells all sorts of stuff in it. The finishing touches were an egg sitting almost randomly atop the hill, and a ton of water splooshed inside the giant turtle's carcass. Sadly, with conduit Wi-Fi of the nearest coral shop only reaching halfway along the shell, it was almost possible to just drown inside. So another structure was introduced nearby to spread the eye in the upper right corner. Now he's officially turtly enough for the Turtle Club.
And here's the thing, Scar. You placed it there. That might have been a bad decision.
Why?
Well, because you can't pick up conduits.
TFC comes out of his shell a couple of times this week, leaving the vault to corral a couple of sheep and pick up a few mending books and iTrade. But the bunker needs outfitting with farms of all kinds if he's going to survive the coming apocalypse, so he carves out a space for more sugarcane, makes a livable space in which to breed the sheep, and
do some
establishes
sort
a
of
more
table
monolithic
legs
style for
because
the
it's
vault
kind of
using raw and
creeping me out that
polished
they're just kind of
Assassin
existing.
has more open-air plans for his livestock, dedicating one of his twin islands to farm animals and anything else that's just too noisy to have on your doorstep. His
Why not?
discoveries about 1.13 continue as he nearly drowns, and stumbles upon some naturally laid turtle eggs, almost befriending a parrot in the process.
Oh my gosh.
I want some Coca-Cola.
Grian, in the meantime, time has been
Good thing I have
unnaturally
some right
spreading
here
all
with
around
me.
Mumbo's base. But we've already seen that last week. The wonders of pre-recording and time travel. No, this week's hot thing is not pestering the good old spoon, but instead trying to get on his good side, be it with soothing and remixable songs.
Mumbo jumbo, you are AFK.
Oh my god.
Take that mustache away.
Or with the offer of an alliance. Having
It's
donned the business suit himself,
the
Grian
beginning
drags
of
Mumbo
the
to
AFK
full and then
song.
into a business room he set up right underneath Mumbo's base without him even knowing. What we expected to be the greatest
Mumbo, you
timeshare
are
presentation of all turns out to be a proposition to create their
Oh my
totally
God.
not a pyramid scheme company, the Buildstone Society.
The
Driven by Grian's build skills with
Buildstone.
Mumbo's
Oh
redstone
my
mill,
gosh.
it makes them a force to be reckoned with. Having left Mumbo
I'm
to his
gonna
AFK,
cry.
Grian moves on to build what's
Ugh,
essentially a giant
too emotional.
cobblestone slab over the ocean, with its purpose so far remaining a mystery. A more purposeful build is a giant tiki head built
Everybody
to
loves the
houses fully
AFK
upgraded
song.
conduit right next to the shipwreck in a bottle. Originally, of course, it was thought
Okay.
up to house a grumpy cephalopod.
So,
Having picked up on that, Good Times with Scar visits the area and builds
I
a
don't
giant
know.
pineapple right next
See,
to it. Despite it looking a bit
the one
like a
thing
carrot,
about
it really is a
Hermitcraft that
sight
has
to
made me
behold.
really put this
Just
off
don't
for as long as I
behold the
have
SpongeBob statue
is that
reflecting it.
most of Hermitcraft guys, but I don't draw guys very often, and it's super awkward.
Back in the shopping
So,
district, the
because
world's
I just draw girls 24/7, so it's a great challenge, but
it sells leads.
much out my comfort zone.
Another business of Wales is
I
that
could
someone
just
gets
draw the
right
3
to
girls
the
out of the
open yet.
21 people on the server.
The floors of iTrade scores Wales a shiny season pass, along
yeah.
with a heavy negative number of quartz blocks. Well,
So
at least he's
just
better at building
just
than he is at
saying
fighting
just
dragons.
saying it out loud.
I do not have
21
feather falling.
people,
I don't
but
have
only
feather
3 of them are girls.
No, hey, Ender. Okay.
But hey, the girls are iconic.
Oh boy. Miss Ender Dragon this time.
Yeah,
Oh, lovely.
there are so many people on the server. How many of them do you watch? I figured out that I watch more than half of them, so great.
But in his case, it's an entire facility dedicated to
But
producing
I'll draw-
the Wazoo, located
I
in
don't wanna
the
draw.
industrial district
I'll
right next to
draw
the mysterious
false
Web
symmetry,
O.
because I've been watching a lot of
Unfortunately, this
Falsey
facility ends up
lately.
blocking the view to the area Azuma wanted to build in, but I'm sure they can resolve that like gentlemen.
We're all friends, so we just settle it like adults. And by that, I mean we have trial by combat.
I mean,
False Symmetry 2
Fair
gets with
enough.
the program and starts working on a giant jar store.
ooh, false symmetry.
Aquarium shop, if you will. Her base grows a bridge into the unknown, leading
Let's
from the
just,
tower we mentioned
I kind of
last
want her to
week
be like falling, I don't know why. She is in the fantasy district, so I might put like, I don't know, fairies or something around her.
masterpiece. This might well end up being another big cylinder going to bedrock. And you
But like, I don't know what to do.
10 beacons. ZF finishes construction on his shop as well. You can now purchase your quartz, warts, and shorts, but why do that?
Oh my
when you
god,
just
the
look at
quartz,
thing
warts,
and
and
donate all the
shorts
money
shop.
so Zen can hire someone else to build for him. This method of production is much preferable.
I mean, yeah,
Otherwise,
really,
you end up
there
building a
are,
giant
but
brick
like, I don't
wall
watch that much other stuff on YouTube, so it's not that bad.
Of a pyramid done in a nearby desert. Whether it'll be one of his nomadic hideouts or truly end up as his final resting place, for now, is not clear. But he can rest in there and even close the casket, so that's something. But if it's geometrical base thingies you want, look no further than Mumbo Jumbo. He's at it again, and this time it's spherical.
I don't know what to do with her arms.
Starts to take shape in survival this week and will apparently contain a double-sided landscape being held there by art or something. We'll see how it develops. But for now, it's
Good night,
looking
Cash. Thanks for
Luckily, he's
stopping
making a
by.
decent profit from the slime shop he built at the commercial district, since basically every time he goes back there's a few more diamonds to collect from the chests.
Okay.
And the slime shop is working
I
much
never know
more
what to do with
efficiently now
people's
he actually knows
arms.
how to spawn an iron golem. Mumbo's other achievement this week was introducing the tag game's first controversy. In order to tag Grian in a clever redstone-y way and do it while Mumbo himself was AFK, he had to place the tag in a dropper. A violation of Rule 1, the tag must stay in your inventory, but a clear application of Rule 6, the game is allowed to evolve over time. What do you think about this? Legal move or party foul? Let us know in the
Man, I
comments.
miss
Now that's
Hermitcraft
this
tag.
week's recap. Our writer is ZloyXP, and my name is Pixel Riffs. Zloy apparently filled my base with zombies this week, so check out that video if you want more shenanigans. The link is in the end cards. Don't forget to leave a like while you're still here and subscribe so you won't miss future recaps. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.
This is what I do when I don't know what to draw and how to continue a drawing. I'll just start doing other parts of the drawing, but she doesn't have any
On
arms.
Hermitcraft.
What has happened?
Oh, Falsey.
Oh, this is so sad. Like, joining to
Oh,
shock
I
myself
know,
back
right?
to life. Like,
And then Good Times with Scar got tagged, and then he never tagged anybody after that.
Welcome to the Hermitcraft recap. My name is Pixel Revs. Our writer is Zloy XP, and last week we saw the beginning of the game of tag, started by Grian. And as predicted, keeping track of who's what is a bit too difficult for our little team of two, what with the live streams and off-screen and AFKing. So to make it up to you, and because we kind of want to get involved with tag ourselves, we decided to start a game of our own. We're calling it
Recap tag! Oh my god, it's the beginning of a recap tag. Wait, what episode is this? Season 6, week 3, beginning of recap tag. Right. I still don't know what to do with her arms. I thought after drawing her face that maybe I could figure it out.
And with that out of the way, let's take a look at all the events and mishaps that occurred on the Hermitcraft server this week.
Alright,
Starting
what if
with the
her hand was
and particularly the ones caused
here?
by Azuma. If you watched basically any Hermitcraft this week, you already know what we're getting at. For no other reason than him having too many buckets, Azuma has paid a visit to nearly every hermit's base and shop and stashed a pufferfish behind a wall, a carpet, or a stair. This has caused quite a number of seemingly spontaneous poisonings and server-wide confusion.
oh, there's a floor poisoner. Did you do this?
There's a floor poisoner!
Okay. You do this? This is not how you get business in your shop.
Needless to say, this was the worst timing possible for Cleo to go shopping.
I something. Can't remember. Whoa. Ouch. Rude.
Python and Tango's shops both got the pufferfish treatment, which led to them both blaming each other, a notion that we regretfully have to disprove here, because it would be fun to see those two duke it out.
What? It can only be this. Oh, you son of a gun. If he did this, he's just started something bad.
And yes, Tango is now a competitor to Python's Shulkerbox shop, thanks to his proudly standing flight tech business. The shop that looks like a firework rocket got too personal with an elytra is now selling and actively undercutting the same stuff as Python, plus elytra and a ton of firework rockets, lovingly generated and crafted thanks to Tango's giant mob farm in the middle of the ocean. This week, said mob farm becomes even more convenient now that it can be fully operated from on top and even sorts its loot for you.
Many of you suggested I just change it to flight tech, and that's an upgrade. But there was one comment that I really appreciated, and it made me smile. So we're gonna call it Tech to the Skies.
Python retaliates by lowering the prices on his own shop and even sneaking into Tango's place in a post-credits scene to leave a sign advertising his new stock, which Tango doesn't seem to mind.
Someone thought having Python Shulkerboxes are cheaper than this.
The biggest threat to his shulker shop might just be lag, though, because during a trip to the end, gravity takes hold before his elytra does, and Python finds himself having to restock his own inventory before he can take
Bye,
the
Becky.
shop.
Thanks for
But
stopping
just in
by.
case the turf war gets out of
Sorry,
hand, Python's
forgot that
always
I
got
need to
his
be
backup
talking.
business. Sadly, the flower pot shop hasn't done much trade yet, and Azuma thinks he has a solution: stuff to go in the flower pots. The two of them become business partners and set up a flower farm in the fantasy district, leaving Python with a lot more stock for his shop and a handy source of dyes, both for those colour-coded shulker boxes and for the start of his underwater dome base in the heart of Aquatown. But this feat of progress is not without its hiccups, because their original plot for the farm took out a chunk of land too close to False's master plans in the fantasy district. Said project is a continuation of that aqueduct bridge with no water she's been building last week, and wouldn't you know it, the thing turned out to be a giant cylinder. Not all the way to bedrock though, not this time.
I don't really know how it's work yet, but I like the idea that things go all the way down to the home.
Sure. Why not?
The secondary gazebo tower rises on the way to it, smaller than the original one, but quite pretty on its own. Sadly, the architectural feats are cut short because False has to depart on a short IRL vacation, And because the fish shop isn't going to stock itself. The goal of having all the available variants ready for purchase is promptly stomped just by the sheer amount of variants of tropical fish in the game. Lastly, False earns her wings by killing the dragon and startling Ijevin.
This is like I said. There you go.
This gives her a great opportunity to use up the mending book she got earlier from
Yeah, sure, why not? We'll just add a bit of colour to the sketchy bird.
Ren also has a shop to stock before he goes on holiday, and it's a shop that may herald the return of the Log Fellas. Big Logs Inc. now has a very productive tree farm, and all that's left is to set up a storefront so the hermits can with all the colours of the wood. For a shop shaped like a giant tree stump, it all ends up very sophisticated, with booths for each different wood type, and glass display cases that float crafted wooden items past the eyes of anybody who steps close. Amazingly, Ren manages to build the entire thing without being skewered from range by Captain Etho, who's presumably still mad that Ren blew all those diamonds on a trident, even if he does have Riptide on it now.
And as you use your trident, you go in sort of like a cyclone. How fucking sweet is that?
He might be
Alright, she has gloves. Oh god.
Spammed signs all over the Trident shop this week, warning people against spending their diamonds there. In return, Doc pays Jevin a brief visit to discuss the beef.
So, you better lawyer up.
Oh god, you're terrible. Just no. You know what? Just get out of my house. I'll see you in court.
And speaking of beef, he's been calling people out lately over their cow farms, starting with Python and later on with Impulse, although that's quickly smoothed over by the offer of an iTrade season pass. Dr. M77 has a Mr. Hyde sign that seems to come out in bad weather, because as soon as the first thunderstorm strikes the server, he whips out the channeling trident and carries out orbital strikes on mushroom cows.
Oh, yes. The power. It's like, I'm getting possessed. The lightning comes at me. I just want to kill.
In the middle of this power surge, False Symmetry sleeps, cancels his plans to play a game of electric tag.
So Falsey is pretty much our arch enemy now, right? Like, if she would be Batman, we would be the Joker.
But that doesn't stop him causing trouble. Once he realizes the pranking potential of pufferfish, he's sneaking around the server dropping them hermits. A plan which
I'm
backfired
so
more than
amused by
once.
my background noise.
Oh my god!
I guess of all the Planeteers, his power clearly isn't water. As if to spite him, Ijevin introduces a higher tier of custom treasure map to Jevin's booty shop. These ones supposedly lead to even better loot, which is funny because said better loot was almost left sitting in the middle of the outer end in a shulker box that Jevin just forgot to pick back up. But it's lucky that he did, because the rest of his good equipment was apparently lost in the void shortly after. That's why we see him throw all the money at Tango just to get new wings and make his way back out there.
Really hard. I told you I would treat you nicely.
Okay.
Let's see, what do I want? What do I want? I want
In the overworld, his efforts are mostly split between
to shade this, but I don't know what color. I guess I'll go for my trusty purple. I love shading with my color.
Grinder and his mega build base, where he has to redesign, tweak, and force the creeper farm from last week into working, then does approximately the same to a villager breeder and an iron farm, with relative ease, I might add.
Oh god, I shouldn't have came in here. Oh yeah, I'm just messing this up. Messing this thing all up.
At almost the same time, Impulse was figuring out a way of stopping his farming villagers from taking an interest in his own personal iron farm. The crops are an important part of his business plan, as he's now selling tradable items as microtransactions from within the iTrade store, as if people hadn't compared him to EA enough already. But if microtransactions are bad karma, then he definitely cashes in after using the Bedrock portal in the end to take out the Wither. Right as Azuma comes over to congratulate him, Impulse looks at an Enderman over X's shoulder and finds himself in a spot of trouble.
No! No! No, 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 no!
There we go. I'll figure out more what to do for Falsey, but
Rigs up a storage room for all his items.
I don't know yet.
From
I don't know.
which is a lot, although some of those profits come to him in unconventional
We'll figure it
ways.
out. We'll figure it out.
I don't know.
Uh,
About this. I can't even pick them up properly.
hmm.
Oh my god.
See, looking at how well this turned out, I just get reminded more and more that this is just not a great drawing, but it's fine. You know, I'll fix it later.
Nowhere to run.
Now, I really want to draw Scar because I just want to because I love Scar. He's my favorite little pirate buddy.
Players now have to swap out for their helmet
Well,
and their tag as it.
Well, hey, I'm okay with this because it's an improvement. I think it's an improvement. The general
Zed even started a new mini-base in the iceberg biome of Solitude, perhaps to cover his shame.
yeah, because he wears sort of like a cowboy hat. But what if I drew him in like a pirate hat instead because he lives in the pirate district?
Which, since we don't cover streams, we only really know about because Tango said so.
Maybe. I do like the Indiana Jones. Oh, Indiana Jones vibes. Oh. Wow, massive yikes.
Now Carl will have to get rid of it too,
Alright.
or start a mod showcase series.
Alright.
Impulse's grip on the book
Um,
might finally be
and then
weakened
let's
this week as a new challenger appears with his own
draw.
tactics up his sleeve. This week, Biffa
That was a good pose that I had
in the chest design so classic
a
that
little
it's already
while
got soft
ago.
shelves and cobwebs hanging from the ceiling, but he keeps it well stocked and there's less fussing around with emeralds.
I wonder if I
Biffa
can
doesn't even
find
need to
it.
double his earnings at Doc's Trident shop because he manages to snag a free trident from a drowned while he's out exploring the world. He seizes the opportunity to do some advanced spearfishing and clears out an ocean.
Remind me, I'm just looking at some pose references.
Cobb and Iskall scoff at such barbarian methods as their approach to fish killing is much more technological. Yes, I'm talking about bubbles. Having conquered and then mostly removed their monument, they drop a giant slab of soul sand at the bottom. This transforms the entire thing into a cold jacuzzi.
Yeah.
The newly spawned guardians
Yeah, that's what I want.
the collection area at the top.
Because he's secretly Indiana Jones. I'm so amused.
The ends justify the means. And the end is Iskall opening up his very own shop, the Black Pearl, which, unlike its Fullcraft 3 counterpart, sells Prismarine and Prismarine variants. Custom music.
welcome to the Black Bird.
I do like the hanging man.
The detailed approach continues back at Iskall's base, which gets a custom-carved cave for Iskall's living quarters, a waterlogged super smelter, and a kelp farm to keep the thing perpetually fueled. And if anyone's worried about Bumbo Cactoni, Iskall's put him on ice for now.
We found him in the wall. He's frozen over. Oh my goodness.
There is another collab Cub fan took part in this week, and coincidentally, this one too has a lot to do with fishing. Together with Tango, Cub has discovered an AFK fishing Azumaboid in his natural habitat, the Turtle Factory, but more on that later. Since Shishwam's right
I'm back with cashews. Hey, welcome back. We haven't done that much since you've been gone. I drew a little false symmetry here, and now we are doing a good times with Scar. These are all just random little sketches. I probably won't do anything with them, but you know, it's fun. It's fun. So let's see. Good times with Scar.
The jury's still out on whether this could be called a fracture. What's interesting is that fishing wasn't even what
Okay,
it was
so
AFKing for. The Turtle Factory, in which the Fraps discovered him sleep right-clicking, was just that, a factory producing turtles, or rather turtle scutes, later to be sold as helmets in
some
the
skits. Some turtle skits.
size shells might not be for good though, as with it, Azuma discovered a whole new way of trolling people on the server with slowness 4 potions, which he immediately tries out on a local Doc M.
He's got the turtle effect. Try and catch me, dog. Oh jeez, he's got a trident. He might actually kill me.
Hey, thank ya.
A more benign approach to potions, making an alchemy lab freely available to anyone who's passing by the fantasy district. Once he's found a place to
If I just like went off people's suggestions, I would just have like an entire page of just Green and Mumbo. Oh, Mumbo. I like so many different hermits. I'm still trying to think if I want a pirate hat or like an Indiana Jones style hat.
server does indeed finally get full bacon. Wells Knights, among the others, has fought his first Wither boss, but unlike the others, had no problem assembling a full pyramid for it. A dynamic he sure plans to keep up, judging by his new business endeavour, a shop in which you pay an entry fee to shear his sheep, said entry fee being 2 diamonds. Admittedly, once you're in, you can just go nuts with the wool gathering for as long as you want, but still, starting your own herd seems like a better and maybe cheaper investment. Heck, even ordering some air-delivered ones from Season 5 was less expensive. On a much more community-friendly side, Wells assembles a concrete mixer machine where anyone can comfortably solidify their sand gravel. All in all, quite a colourful week on his part.
Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Alright, looks good. Concrete is happening, okay?
Tinfoil Chef, by contrast, is living a very grayscale life right now. Encased in the rocky surroundings of Vault 6, TFC is farming some white and grey sheep, luring in chickens to lay some eggs, and setting up a minecart rail in his branch mine. But amid all the peaceful day-to-day preparations for life in a self-sustaining underground vault, he decides to warp in a giant sphere of death. It's for your protection, we promise. Speaking of giant spheres of death, all those bases coming together.
I feel like I never do poses this fun, and I really don't know why, because they are a lot of fun.
Mostly because screeching night vultures are not helpful when you're building a 100-block high globe.
Yeah, that's not going,
I don't like the arms though, they're way too long.
Phantoms, man.
Ditching the idea to build a double-sided landscape after a few drafts in creative didn't quite turn out right, Mumbo decides to instead build an overhead aquarium, but the sheer scale he's working with here means he's having to gather resources pretty much constantly, which in turn means betting on his tools will be useful, but a quick meeting with Impulse to buy a season pass to iTrade takes care of that. Later on, he meets up with Iskall, and the end-busting challenges make their return from Season 5, although they can't decide on a punishment for the loser quite yet. Maybe if Mumbo loses, he should have Iskall narrate an episode in that hilarious British accent.
Listen, Rayling, for this next season, you're going to have to improve on our shulker hunting, because we know
Okay.
that Swedish guy who can't speak with a British accent, he's going to challenge you.
Yeah. But speaking of hilarious British accents,
Hey, Mamba! Let's go say hello, shall we? Oh! I forgot about full damage again. 40 levels!
last week I genuinely saw one of his elytras to Grian, and by this point, one of them might be regretting it. It sure isn't Grian though, as he obviously has all the fun crashing into things and swooping at cub fans. He even challenges a flock of phantoms at one point.
We can do this. Ah! Ow! Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe this is a date. Thanks, Iskall.
Having spent a sizable amount of time looking for a new tag victim, Grian returns to the Buildstone base area.
Okay.
He suggests a rename to Architect because he really
I know
likes
that
that
the
name,
sketch
and
isn't
judging by the results
finished,
of the poll in that video, so
and you should always finish the
but
sketch
rename is
before you
not
add
the only
color,
one for the
or
future Grian shares in a separate creative
at least
file.
I always do, but I just cannot think if I want him to be wearing a his normal hat or a pirate hat. It's a dilemma.
Giant cylinder turns out to be a task too monumental for him to finish before a vacation break.
Is this one of them Bumbo things? I don't know, Bumbo. I'm not sure I can be part of this because I wasn't involved in this. But you know what? This is such a dashing mustache.
Scar, too, shares his vision for his base. The pirate island, steampunk or otherwise, will later become an erupting Neverlandish volcano, with ports and ships snooping all around it. Of course, building on that scale takes some serious equipment, so Scar finally finishes his personal enchanting area, under the spike rock with a ship pierced into it, in a secret cave below which a conduit spins in an enormous prismarine shard. Check out his own video for the full lore on it, especially because Scar himself has already moved on. And this time, not satisfied with any of the small islands around the area, he just makes one himself with some stone. And finally, there's Jessassin, who thought llamas were a joke.
I don't know. I thought it was a joke, but there's apparently llamas in the game. I don't know. I don't know anything about this game anymore. It's a totally different game than the one that I learned how to play.
Unbeknown to them, he actually pays Scar and Grian a visit this week, stumbling upon Grian's ship in a bottle, and setting foot on Scar's island just to find out what the heck he's built it out of. Being baffled by 1.13 features is basically a regular segment of Jess's videos. His actual destination was Azuma's base, so he could gather up some trees on which to build a bridge connecting his two islands. But after
Okay.
stumbling upon
Anybody
some
that's
construction
actually paying
on the
attention,
water, he might
can somebody tell me if I should draw a pirate hat or his normal hat, because I am thrown for a loop.
And that's just about it.
Thrown for a loop.
Our writer is ZloyXP, and my name is Pixel Riffs. Zloy's zombie prank on me backfired this week, so check out that video in the iCards if you want to see the aftermath of that. Don't forget to leave a like while you're still here, and subscribe so you won't miss future recaps. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.
What does this skull dream of? When he takes a little his skull snooze. Does he dream of mining diamonds? Or the bumbos he will build soon? Well, don't you worry, that little bumbo head. We're gonna get you back to normal, with your mustache groomed and trimmed.
This week on Hermitcraft.
Hello, Azuma! I don't think I terribly missed.
Welcome to the Hermitcraft recap. My name is Pixel Riffs. Our writer is ZloyXP, and before
You can't decide either.
mishaps,
Yeah.
I thought we'd get you up to speed with the burning downward spiral of
See,
chaos.
pirate hat would be a lot of fun, but his normal, but he's in like such an Indiana Jones pose.
Last time we left off with Cub Fan being slapped in the face by Tango. Well, this time it's Azuma's turn to wear
Yeah.
the death's head.
Maybe I'll just, maybe I'll just do his normal hat.
Potion, and Azuma misunderstanding a recently implemented rule. Said rule clearly states that you can't
Do
tag a
his
person
normal
while
hat.
you're live streaming, only when you're recording with the intention to put the footage in a Hermitcraft episode. Go figure, someone is actually making an effort to keep this whole thing together and make it at least somewhat trackable. Keeping tabs on the game will become even easier soon, because Azuma has mentioned that he's planning on building an IT headquarters to be populated and run by
Okay.
clowns, I guess. Upon being tagged, one would go to this helpful establishment and place a sign commemorating one's humiliation. Needless to say, that makes our job much easier, seeing as how now we have to keep track of our own recap tag game. Speaking of which,
Captain Planet saves the day and makes all pollution go away. Captain Dog. Oh my god.
thanks to your contribution, we managed to successfully rustle Dr. Jimmy. Now he has nominated iJevin to be our next victim, and we think it is
Probably should have zoomed in earlier, but hey, guess what? I'm not good at this. Alright. Oh no, I feel on my butt. Alright.
Thanks for that. I was chilling, and all of a sudden, my comment section was exploding. I was like, oh my god, what happened? Is something wrong? What did I do? Captain Planet? I was like, what the heck's going on?
And with all that out of the way, let's take a look at all the events and mishaps that occurred on the Hermitcraft server this week. Starting with iJevin, and he ain't afraid of no dog.
You guys, he's been threatening me with violence. Can you believe that? I can't. It's not that. That's okay.
Then again, a doctor is not that hard of an opponent, just
Um.
an apple every day. Outside of rolling in diamonds, iJevin has been going pretty hard on another resource found in the depths of the world, redstone. Having added a pumpkin and melon farm to his Basement of Wonders and a minecart summoner to the Skelly Railway, iJevin heads out to his mega mill.
Okay.
And let me tell you, this week
Oh, it's
the
looking
mega
so
really
cute.
hits the fan. To soothe his newfound appetite for iron, Jevin swears to build an entire array of iron farms at a reasonable distance away from each other, yet still in the loading range of a player. It's such an epic undertaking that he even runs out of cobblestone and has to assemble an AFK farm for it. The remainder of his building blocks go towards a different goal, building a pushing factory warehouse in the industrial district. Red brick and stone bricks again. The server might just run out of river clay by this point.
Look at these people, and you say the NHL is the evil guys.
Which makes yet another thing rivers have run out of, because they were already lacking in fish. In fact, the entire server seemed to have a shortage of marine life, which Doc M took it upon himself to investigate on behalf of the NHO. Now, while we strongly suspect shenanigans, he points the finger at Cub and Scar, asking them to help clean up the pollution that the Dead Coral facility is leaking into the centre of the shopping district. And just like that, the fish magically recover, although that one pupper still kind of has a death wish.
I think we can...
Oh, man.
And speaking of death wishes, Doc also seems to have one, both for himself and for everyone else on the server, because this week he built a theme park ride ride of literal nightmares. It's a custom dungeon which drops
So that how I don't know.
Into a cave full of
Because it's
jump
like,
scares and name
because
tag phantoms
the pencil is just so reflective.
Getting the phantoms in there is a challenge in itself, but once they're in place and the cave is decorated, complete with pufferfish player detectors,
How does
experience the other hermits will be dying to try.
is that help? I don't even know. Can it be helped?
Despite having to juggle both chickens and children, she's been putting in work out there in the bergs, with the mysterious floating platform starting to take shape.
But now it's a bit too dark. Ugh.
Terraforming
It's fine. Who cares? My heart.
adds a metric ton of detail to the wall and explains that it's going to be half fort, half sci-fi alien thing. Well, at least that's that clear. After a visit to the shopping district leaves her eager to start her own business, she also decides to bring a slice of ice over for the hermits to buy. So she transforms a coastal hill into a towering iceberg and starts a shop
Alright.
selling ice.
So we drew full symmetry, good times with Scar, Green, Iskall, and Mumbo. Who should we draw next? Wow. Look at all these people we drew.
One of those is zombie heroes.
I really need to fix the bottom three, but I'll do that at a later date.
Now order custom armor stand powered decorations for your interiors, exteriors, and cemeteries.
Do you need an action sequence to fill some shelves? Do you have a murder to solve and its subsequent haunting? Welcome to Diorama Rama.
The rate of 1 diamond per stand might get a bit too pricey when ordering bespoke items to decorate shelves, but the pizzazz and not having to deal with the book of commands yourself is way worth it. An even better showcase of her puppetry skills than the one in the shop is the kitchen of Cleo's juggernaut ship. She actually started tinkering with it last week, but we neglected to mention it because we knew it would come up this time, and because our writer might still have a bit of a grudge. Anyway, it's nice that her crew is well fed now that the sails are installed properly and the ship is actually sailing somewhere.
When in doubt,
The
just
other new
keep
shop on the block is a Zuma Boys
going.
Pub OU shop, which makes all kinds of sense when you don't think about it. Having finished the very theme parky entrance into the modern district, basically ripped from Roller Coaster Tycoon, X felt that the shopping area could use a statue of Cub Fan overlooking it. Luckily, he already had something to sell there, a pack of IOU notes Zuma got from Cub Fan a while ago. Now, for the low price of 8 diamonds, you can outsource a random task to Cub, if you manage to convince him to cooperate, that is. And while Cub was out there swapping the sign for Cub owns you, as if that would fix anything, Azuma actually went out and got another pack of IOU notes, this time from Tango.
Well, I literally just sold my soul to the devil, I think.
Favors from Cub might come in handy later, seeing as how investigation of a mysterious spacecraft crashed in a jungle leads Cub and Scar to rediscover their mischievous alter egos. Right out of the gate, they Thanos it up and banish half the whitelist from the Season 6 island. And not the half that was back, we might add. Their target list has people like Mumbo Jumbo.
I mean, fair enough, you know.
And I think they know to start a prank war with me because they won't win. I mean, Ice Princess, that was cute, that was good, you know, but I don't think they want 8,000 anvils dumped on their head.
I mean, there's only,
No.
I mean, there's 21 different hermits as far as I'm concerned.
The Vex heads might have actually been
Mr. Wood did ask me to draw the man in the chicken costume, so I could always draw the man in the chicken costume.
This is much different from Cub's non-convex behavior, which is quite helpful to the server. Not to mention the ever-expanding redstone noodles of his and Iskall's Guardian farm, serving now as the main XP source on the server. Cub has started work on a dolphin-based super speed
The man in the chicken costume.
And the dolphin's brace effect they apply as you pass them, one can swim at speeds rivaling a light trap with no equipment required. Too bad that even when name-tagged, the bottlenose mammals have a habit of disappearing for no good reason. Impulse is one of the first hermits to snatch up an IOU from the statue of Cub, although he considers saving it for Vex insurance. He's certainly got the diamonds to spare, as he's been making plenty of pocket change on the microtransactions at
It's the
iTrade.
poultry
He even
man.
turns Azuma down when X asks to buy an iTrade pass, forcing him to wait a couple of weeks as penance.
Poultry man.
Really. Said customers have even more options now, as Impulse spends the first half of the week setting up a second floor and filling it with the other villager professions. There's even room for lockers, so each hermit can store any leftover trading items once their inventory fills up. Basically to stop
I don't,
potatoes all over the place. If your
yeah.
Girls' Night at Jevin, though, you're just using it as a grocery store,
Alright.
because at 8 stacks of potatoes for 1 diamond, that's actually the cheapest food source on the
Oh, I
server.
don't know what Poultry Man's outfit is. This
For like
is.
a month. Why not? Rian is one of the
Yikes.
last few hermits to pick up an iTrade pass, and he's actually never traded before. So Impulse shows him around, and while he's got his attention, introduces his latest business venture, loot boxes.
I'm just looking at all the random Grand skins.
Impulse's pop-up shop will hurl a shulker box full of stuff at you. He even admits that the market value of shulker boxes makes basically
So
everyone
easy.
a loss for him, but he's got enough diamonds that it doesn't really matter at this point. He's got something even more valuable on his
Okay.
own, experience
So-
levels. After getting up to 1,000 levels last season, he's keen to go even further. So in
I'm-
the episode this week sees him head up to the
I'm
roof of
pretty
the
sure that
bedrock
Poultry
city
Man
where
is just
he starts
Grian's outfit, but with
both Biffa and Python
a
are
chicken
keen
head.
on the big box shop, but they've both got something to gain. Biffa gets a mending book that he can resell at his own shop for 15 diamonds, and Python can resell the shulker boxes at his store, and they're both making a tidy profit. So with his pockets comfortably loaded, Python can continue his ever-growing collection of colourful underwater jello molds. He fills up 2 of them this
Poultry
week, bottling
Man.
skeletons into 1 for convenience
Maybe
via
if we
drop
just
shop,
do like a fun superhero pose, that'll give me the inspiration I need.
Meeting up with 2 other inhabitants of the modern district, namely Cubfan and Jevin, they destroy the nearby abandoned
Poultry
village,
Man.
the pathways of the modern district
Poultry
with new
Man,
and exciting
Poultry
fighting.
Man, Poultry,
Biffa has no
Poultry
shortage of sea
Man.
lanterns either, having dried out most of his ocean temple and converted the central room into an 8x8 area
Poultry
complete with
Man,
conduits, so any
Poultry
guardians in range
Man,
die,
Poultry,
and their drops
Poultry,
float into the
Poultry
collection
Man, pa pa
area.
pa
He still
pa
needs some
pa
space to
pa
keep all
pa
his
pa
other
pa
stuff
Poultry
going.
Man.
So after a bit of redecorating,
I've
the
lost my mind. I've
rotating range
literally
of the
lost
wing
my
of the temple
mind.
is converted into a storage room. Zedaf tries a different trick with the rotatable terracotta. The innards of his
Poultry
temple are
Man.
no longer accessible to any passers-by unless they know the secret picture that opens the door or possess the rare commodity that is a pickaxe. In all seriousness, Zedaf's idea is a stroke of genius, if only because to open the lock, you have to be familiar enough with the wrench mechanic, which is new for Season 6. Even the chances of someone having it on their person is already pretty slim. The downside, of course, is that Zedaf has to remember to keep it handy himself. Otherwise, he'll be locked out of his own pyramid.
That means if anyone comes along here, even if they know about the wrench trick, and they try and do this, if they do it too speedy, all that's going to happen is this thing's going to get broken, and it's going to make even less sense.
Good Times with Scar builds a pyramid of his own, which at one point must have housed riches of all sorts, but not so much anymore because pirates and all that. This is part of his Twin Treasure Island project, where the gold the pirates dug up in one spot is instantly being buried in another. The time not eaten up by convex collapse is also spent setting up a shop of his own, Cherry Computers Redstone Shop. Inspired mostly by Apple stores, this shop is still very much in development, despite all the protests by candidates, though. It's torturing.
I think I've
This one is powered largely by such
think.
mechanics as sitting for hours
I think. That is TBD. That is a massive TBD.
Without his pitchfork, Tango is swearing to blow up a mountain, which a large part of his video is dedicated to preparing for. With a part of his mob farm
Alright,
switched to
let's
spiders only mode, he might
draw
just
the
not be
man
able to
in
make
the
it happen.
chicken
Wells
costume.
Knight prefers more manual methods of rock removal and just digs a cliff away. He happened to need some stone, you see. The stone he needed went directly into forming a more structural terrain and way domesticated ground for the industrial district. Together with
Yeah,
Zuma, they
I
came up
love
with
my
the
positioning where you literally can't see what I'm drawing at any given time, because I'm good at planning ahead.
The cobble is smelted in a newly built super furnace for repurposing on a temporary nether hub for the server. Now spawn-proof and way safer.
Maybe I'll do
Ready
like
to transform into something truly amazing, or remain a grey box for the rest of the season.
But that's, the Nether Hub, since it's really kind of a community thing, it's not really something where you just, like, start doing it.
Azuma provides the server with a community service of his own. It is once again time for End's Dimension Clear Up. Of course, with the server running 1.13 and MC Edit only working on 1.12 worlds, it will take some serious admin food to clear up generated chunks, which is why he kind of messes it up at first. Another great addition everyone will enjoy is a kelp farm. With a couple of
That
slime
is
machines, X-Man
way
can
too
make a
thick of an
reliable setup to
arm.
conveniently harvest sushi wrappers and also cause humongous amounts of lag for the waiting player. In exchange for your suffering, the ocean provides you with plenty of stuff to smelt and later to smelt with. TFC is also feeling the heat, although that may be thanks to a literal face-to-face encounter with a ghast on his way through the nether. He's not normally one to venture into the open hellscape without a tunnel being set up first, but such is the desire to get out to a mining desert and gather a buttload of sand. He'll also be back later to grab some hardened clay as he plans to replace the walls of Vault 6 with coloured terracotta. For now, though, he's hard at work figuring out the practicalities of apocalyptic life, including a power source for the vault, common areas, and living quarters. Because if the world's ending, you've got to have somewhere to sit down. Symmetry's bunker is not as ready because it didn't even have a roof until this week's video. Also, it's not a bunker, but we needed a segue. Sadly, we have no data
I don't know how to
while building it, but
do anything apparently.
like a majestic thunder watching its younglings head towards the sea. The build is actually pretty impressive, so much so that Joe Hills even alters the roof of the potion stand he was building across the river, just so that he and anyone else using the brewing stations can get an uninterrupted view of all that purple concrete. We're still impressed by it, and we already saw it last week when Azuma flew by. Ah, the exclusive previews courtesy of False going on a bit of a trip, IRL. So before her departure, False has herself a last night on the town, and visits every single shop available on the server. Except for the ones that haven't been built yet, which is where Grian comes in. Having spent quite a number of shiny blue rocks on iTrade and iTrade accessories, Grian finds himself in a bit of a pickle. But instead of unpickling himself, he decided to dig even deeper and open a pickle jar shop. Not only does it sell sea pickles at a reasonable price, but it also looks like a jar of them and provides any patrons with valuable brine.
Oh my god, it's the creation of the pickle shop. Okay.
More painful than the ones we write into these scripts.
Buy more pickles, it's a pretty sweet deal. And then right up here, if they're looking for more, there's being stuck in here must be jarring. Get it? Because we're in a jar, never a deal moment in this shop.
What's also of note is that you can't even exit the shop. Once you're there, only an elytra can get you out, which further proves that introducing Grian to post 1.9 features never leads to anything good. Introducing him to Iskall might also lead to mischief, as the two of them are both quite keen on removing the facial hair of a certain Mr. Jumbo.
Looks like you are being sick, brother.
They each have their own plans, but Grian, at least, has the option of disguising himself as cod. Iskall may as well be some sort of fish by now, as he's settled into living in an underwater ravine and is even decorating the floors and walls with his trademark Iscallium, the perks of having an overproductive slime farm. But that's not the only overproductive farm he's concerned with this week, having set up a villager carrot farm in his base and working on decorating the Guardian farm after Cubs finished with the redstone. The Guardian farm goes through a bunch of different redesigns, but it ends up looking pretty spectacular, with high windows, a see-through ceiling, and an aquarium built into the floor. It's likely to see a lot of traffic as the server's best XP farm, but the drops are still reserved for Iskall and Cub to sell at the Black Pearl and split the profits. And finally there's Mumbo, whose reaction to the news he's been evicted by the Convex is, where am I going to find a big enough cardboard box?
You have 1 week to pack your stuff up and get out. How can I pack this up? Imagine the size of the pack I would need to pack this.
Yes, the Mumble, thank you YouTube commenters for that name, is in full effect this week. Mumbo's plan is to divide the central disk into 4 biomes and maybe bring in Scar to terraform them at some point in the near future. This being Mumbo though, there's functionality at work below the surface, as the Death Star will eventually be home to a fully operational storage system. His other project this week is to completely flood the bunker, and after he's redesigned the pumpkin and melon farms to make sure they're waterproofed, with a little help from Grian and Iskall, the floor gets carefully eroded and sea life grows up around the walls. Mumbo reworks the entrance. Now, instead of the water elevator, you just sort of swim in there, whether you're Grian or the drowned.
Doors open. That's the one thing that Grian does. He leaves doors open.
And that's just about it for this week's recap. I'm Ryder's XP, and my name is Pixelrips. I finished a red brick this week, and I now feel like Kevin and Wells Knight's pain. If you want to check out that video, there's a link to it in the end cards. Don't forget to leave a like while you're still here, and subscribe so you won't miss future recaps. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.
And like that, and I was taking damage, right? So I was like, oh, I must have done it wrong. I'm not doing it right. So I went like this, and then this happened.
short story of avian betrayal.
I've got my parrot back. I haven't had him since the first of the season, well, second of the season. I didn't kill my parrot when I found him accidentally by chopping him in half on a tree. I never would do that. Never. I don't know what you're talking about. I gave him a dye job. It's fine.
Welcome to the Hermitcraft recap. My name is Pixel Riffs, our writer is ZloyXP, and as per usual, we are eager to see the results of the recap tag we put on iJevin last week.
I tried to read the comments on yesterday's video and liked them and stuff, but there was so much spam from Hermitcraft recap spamming my channel with comments. Guys, I'm not mad about that. I thought it was hilarious.
Oh, he's not actually that miffed about it. Well, at least we got some hilarious comments by you guys. And it's a good thing we're still doing our game of tag, because Hermitcraft's own tag game seems to have shenaniganed itself into a corner. Because this week, in trying to get rid of the dunce head, Azuma tagged none other than Evil X himself. It turns out he's been stalking Azuma for the entire season, which no one has called out in the comments, because his appearances were less like appearances and more like a pixel hunting challenge. Some viewers have taken an issue to this, but rest assured, Azuma is not going to get away that easily. Not on our watch. So right now, we're taking iJevin's recap tag and putting it right onto Azuma. Head to the video linked in the iCards, and in the comments, we'll have a little competition to see who can misspell good old Shashwami's username the best. Just write whatever comment you feel like, but butcher X's name when addressing him. We sound a little bit stupid. And with that out of the way, let's take a look at all the events
There we go.
that occurred
Sure.
on the Hermitcraft server this week.
Why not?
Beginning with Stress Monster, who might have a few bones to pick with people who've been mining ice from the frozen oceans. Her shop has sold a single stack of packed ice, and yet all these hermits seem to have some in their inventories and redstone contraptions. Beware the wrath of the Ice Queen, ye hermits. Although Stress is slightly less intimidating when she almost dies trying to get upstairs in iJevin's house. Turns out those ladders work both ways.
This is no! Okay, it's fine. I'm good. Nothing happened.
Back at her snowbound fort, she frames out some windows, completes more walls, and installs soda streams that transport her up and down from the storage room in her iceberg. A much less conventional use for bubble columns is presented by the duo of
I mean, sure. Why not? It's the man in the chicken
Service
costume.
enthusiastically presents the least convenient chicken farm ever.
We were too busy worrying about whether we could. We never decided we should.
And just when you thought that this couldn't get any worse, they attached a flamethrower to it.
Oh,
Thankfully, this is not the only product of Tango's ingenuity. Later into the week, striving
Oop,
to solve the
okay.
lack of insta-mining this week,
Stand up.
Mr. Tech has developed
Figure
a
it
new
out.
spin on wither skeleton farming technology. This farm operates on
Oh yeah, look at this page of Hermitcraft.
while letting the rest of the baddies despawn on the sidewalk. It is even ice boat
Alright.
compatible, or at least it
Time to
was,
stretch.
as Mojang and their version quirks strike again. By now, the Hermitcraft server is running the 1.13.
Oh, feels good to
update,
stretch.
And one issue people have already noticed is that exiting a boat is glitchy. So on a 1/5 packed ice bridge, you just glitch through and fall to your inevitable doom. Particularly, it was noticed by Cubman, who lost all his items in this exact fashion. He did make it to a full
This is quite an interesting page of drawings. Looking at it.
This was it. It was this one.
Oh, this looks ridiculous. I love it.
And it's already been 5 minutes.
Knowing Cub, it's only a slight speed bump on his road to gather a dozen beacons he wants for his next project, which turns out to be the return of Cub Quest. But that's in far future, so no info on it just yet. The project that is completed this week is his Dolphin Superhighway to the Guardian farm. The mystery of
But I
disappearing
think
dolphins turns out to be a positioning bug.
it's time to do more little people at the top of the page.
Despite
Whoop,
his
whoop, whoop,
partner in
whoop.
Con Scar not being around, Cub begins working on the Concord area. For a start, he puts together
Okay.
a farm and a multi-tier
So where we left off was
also hit hard by
the Tango Tech. So we'll draw the Tango Tech.
brought about by this update is that squid will
Tango
only spawn
Tech.
in river and ocean
Yeah.
biomes. Knowing that, false also set out to build a river-based ink farm, digging it out and draining water around it. The problem is that the farm design she went for, infamously, only works in 1.13. The waterlogged stairs will stop spawning squids in them basically right after her video about the farm came out. Maybe that's fate's way of avenging the ocean monument she recently wrecked. Or perhaps it's karma for what she unknowingly inflicted on Joe Hills, who logged out at her base, only to log back in 20 blocks lower than he expected, and with nothing to help him get out. But that's only the beginning of his struggles. Joe makes his escape only to find himself in the existential horror of a flattened nether hub.
They paved the opposite of paradise and put up a parking lot. Look at this, guys. This is a travesty.
Joe doesn't have enough materials on him to build a pink hotel, a boutique, and a swinging hotspot, but he does grab some red terracotta from the mining mesa.
I have no idea what this is supposed to look like.
With glass blocks, and encouraging his fellow hermits to indulge their artistic side in this terrifying wasteland of stone brick slabs. Impulse SV is above it all. No, quite literally, he's above it all. Having broken through the nether roof last week, this week he's casually built an entire gold farm on camera, all in the name of gathering XP, while epic music plays in the background. Now his pockets are overflowing with yet another kind of cash, he's able to restock his loot box vending machine, although this time the prizes are a little more economical. He's also getting into the kelp farming business back at his base. There's a whole room dedicated to farming it, cooking it, and then cooking it again for good measure.
There it is, just fired. You see him just go shooting out the gap like I explained.
Azuma follows suit, but on a more industrial level. His farm is a big glass box on the bottom near the ocean with a literal pipeline sticking out of it. The trapdoor pipe
Whoops. That was my alarm that usually tells me to wake up, but yeah, massive yikes. Don't worry about it.
So elytra mining, just less expensive. TFC doesn't need these newfangled mining methods. His branch mine is a traditional affair, minecart powered and growing larger every day. But he's starting to need a lot of chests to store all of this leftover rock.
I don't even know what his hair is supposed to be, but I know that it's blonde. I'll figure it out later. What time is it? It's 7:30 in the morning. And with that, Impulse. No, that's not how you spell.
Brian's Pickle Shop has already claimed several victims this week. Some, like Doc M,
Impulse
denying
SV.
their attempts to escape, while others, like TFC, simply wishing they were dead after reading all the bad jokes. But one hermit decided there weren't enough jokes yet, so he made the pickle into a face. In the aftermath of Hermitcraft Livestream Day, Iskall introduces his audience to Harry Pickle.
Oh my goodness, it's even darker now that I look back on.
Okay.
But as Iskall points out, at least it's not a bumbo. After dredging the ocean floor around his base and replacing it with more Iskallium, he decides to head out in search of an area with better ore generation than the pre-releases they used to launch the server. Heading out into the previously undiscovered chunks, Iskall sets up a quarry, both as a mega build and as a
so he just has a t-shirt with a creeper face. That is not a creeper face. Yeah, sure. Let's pretend that's a creeper face.
It's been so bad, I just need as much as I can get my hands on.
I've got to know, what on earth are you making that needs this much?
Jevin dips his toes into the complex machinery this week, both with his iron farm array nearly finished and perfectly functional until 1.13.1 came around, of course, and a brand new redstone marble, an automated ingredients manually by clicking the buttons. It just narrows the input from 3 clicks per ingredient into 1. It's more convenient, much like Jevin's railroads to the Skelly farm. Now you don't need a minecart at all, just hop into the submerged tunnel and torpedo to the other side. The entire thing is conduit powered and soon to be dolphinized. The cobble bought from Grian is used on the mega build area. It starts with a watchtower and a fortress wall coming from it, and while Jevin might not feel too confident in his building skills, this castle probably won't end up blown up like the one he made in Season 4. The door-to-door cobble sales going well, Grian returns to his coffee mug of a base to once again expand it upwards and onwards, plus seeding the ocean floor with sea pickles. Thankfully, the internet had a convenient pickle farm design laying around.
And then after that is Zuma.
Not just because someone has actually bought something, but also because people died, and that's always fun.
Zuma boy. Ah, yes. It is the turtle guy.
Oh my goodness, let's regenerate. No, I think I'm underwater! You're definitely not safe underwater.
This week sees the completion of Phantom Death Run, and the Hermits are already queuing up to try it out and sign the guest book. We'll probably do a compilation of these, but the highlight is undoubtedly Biffa, who gets taken out no less than 4 times before splashing his way to victory.
How do I get through? Yes! We made it! Oh my goodness, we did it.
Okay.
Wow.
So,
Yay. Rejoice. And there was much rejoicing.
The rest of his week is a little more chill, with a Q&A episode and some work on the Monument base, but then Python comes a-knocking with Abba caving on his mind, and soon enough Biffa is once again surrounded by things that are trying to kill him.
Oh! There's creepers everywhere else! I'm gonna die!
Python also has a Phantom Death Run later in the week with a little more success. And success seems to be following him from the commercial district, where his shulkerbox shop is still bringing in the cash. The flower pot shop, not so much, although Tango drops by and snaps up some later in the week. But Python decides he needs a new business strategy, so some flash sales of Ender Chest and other End-related loot start popping up alongside those shulker boxes. He even attempts a little market research at other stores, but like many others, ends up having to claw his way out of Grian's big green death trap. Dog appreciates the puns at the pickle shop almost as much as his face appreciates the wall when he smashes into it. But if there is a lawsuit coming on that store, it hasn't happened yet. For now, Doc is concerned with a vegetable matter of his own. Needing a new get-rich-quick scheme after Rendog is the only hermit so far to gamble his diamonds at the Trident, Doc decides to harvest the natural resources at the Mushroom Island and sets up a farm for mushroom blocks. At least it gives him something to do while he listens to
green, and nothing but green.
Speaking of distant screams, Zombie Cleo, having definitely not murdered her parrot, continues her pirate escapades through the mystical quest to the Isle of Tortuga. It's supposed to be a secret pirate fortress island capable of withstanding a proper cannonball to the face, which is why Cleo lays the foundations of Tortilla with a couple of watchtowers and a nice wall greeting the sailors. There is a wooden dock on the shore too, but seeing as how her ship still has its sails up, it's only passing the area harboring in it. So that's a fun continuity mess. On the mainland, the pirate riches finally chip in for an upgrade pass. Finding a mending book with a cursor vanishing on it in Biffa's shop was the straw that broke the zombie's back. Mumbo is founding a land of his own. 4 lands, in fact. Kind of like a 4G
that is not
only with biomes instead
what I
of
clicked
monsters.
on.
I was hungry when I wrote this, okay? It works. But he's having trouble figuring out the other toppings as someone who's unfamiliar with the process of terraforming.
Is this what we do? Is this
Okay.
what one does to terraform life?
He gets the hang of it eventually, and luckily Grian is around to help him transform one of the quadrants into a tropical oasis complete with palm trees. He even tries to add a sprinkling of coral purchased from Cubban's shop, despite being a little scared of Cubban after getting the eviction notice from the convex. The end result is satisfying, but Mumbo acknowledges that when it comes to landscaping, he's got a lot to learn.
If Grian questions the usefulness of a beacon. Beacon suck!
And finally, there's Wells Night, with the opposite goal, becoming more better at that electrical dust stuff. For a starter mechanization project, he builds a 2-block high flower farm, doubling as a community dyeing service, so very much like Doc's Phantom Cave, which he nailed first try, by the way.
Well, did it in episode 6 that I did it in.
Okay.
Should have looked at that, should I? Now I just like have 0.
Wells Knight is the kind of skin that I'm definitely gonna need to look at more references for later on.
This one gets trolled before it even opens.
Like some of them are really simple, like these 3. Like I will remember these. These are fairly easy outfits to remember, and also these 3 down in the corner that you can't see. Grian, Iskall, Mumber. The outfits, I can remember those outfits. With these little drawings, I can remember them. But Wells Knight, not a chance. I'm not good with armor.
Our writer is ZloyXP, and my name is PixelRiffs. If you missed it, on our community tab, Zloy posted a video about who exactly built Minecraft's ocean monuments and end cities. Bring your tinfoil hats, it's definitely worth watching. Don't forget to leave a like while you're still here and subscribe so you won't miss future recaps. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Pickles on the seafloor, pickles. Pickles on the seafloor, pickles. Pickles on the sea.
Oh my goodness, pickles on the seafloor.
Welcome to the Hermitcraft recap. My name is PixelRiffs, our writer is ZloyXP, and once again, we have to applaud your creativity, because the level of absurd misspelling you left in Azuma's comments last week was legendary. Azuma passed on the tag to Zombie Cleo, so go to the video we linked right now in the iCards and comment fish. Why fish, you ask? Time for a Hermitcraft history lesson.
No! No! No, what are you...
There was this one time, back in Season 2, Azuma pranked Cleo's museum with thousands of fish rising up from below the ground. So we wanted to recreate that glorious moment in YouTube comment form.
Are they still popping out from... They're still popping out from underneath the ground. Oh my god, look at the lag. I have 6 frames a second.
And with all that out of the way, let's take a look at this week on the Hermitcraft server.
Who is after Wells on my list? It's iJevin.
Starting with
Hello,
iJevin's one,
Jevin.
because that's the one that actually makes sense. Well, kind of. Inspired by the success of Impulse and iTrade, Jevin has started a service renting out his entire iron farm array, now fixed and functional thanks to a little help from Twitter. Now, for a small fortune of diamonds, you can reserve a day in the week where you'll be able to just AFK
So
away Jevin's iron
iJevin's
farms and take all the
scheme.
spoils with you.
Pretty much this is how it's gonna work. I'm naming the shop Rusty's Iron Shop. But right now, because Iron Rust, you get it?
Although upon closer inspection, this might seem just like an elaborate ploy to kill more people, because the same contract states that if iJevin catches you AFKing around without the season pass on your person, he's well within his rights to give you a swift chop with a sword. If keeping his farms loaded for him is not something you want to do, you can always just buy actual iron from his latest business, Rusty's Iron Shop. Named so because Rust, but also potentially infringing on Tango Tech's copyright from back in Season 4, where Tango had a shop run by a certain Rusty. The time not spent convincing bald people to make robots is spent playing around with conduits and dolphins, using one to breach and conquer an ocean monument, using a bunch of the other to speed up his tunnel to the Skelly farm, and working at the Mega Build area, where Jevin continues to keep walls around the shoreline and establishes a sorting system for more permanent storage. One thing that 1.13.1 update actually took to Jevin, though, is that the treasure maps now point to new and unexplored treasure chests, meaning that Jevin's booty can be restocked and updated. The next hermit to jump on the Season Pass bandwagon is Doc M, who takes the dubious route of setting up a beacon at Iskall and Cub's Guardian farm and charging people for a Season Pass to use it. However shady his business methods are,
And
his
then
reasoning is
after
sound.
Jevin, I have TFC tinfoil chef.
We've seen no reaction from Cub or Iskall yet, but it'd be pretty easy to undercut Doc's profits by just installing a free beacon themselves. And speaking of undercut, Ren has returned from his vacation to find the Big Logs Ink shop has done a fair bit of trading, but some people found it a little pricey.
His prices made me turn to a life of crime.
This included the Convex and Grian, who've set up their own tree farm and are now selling logs for half price in a
Okay, so
literal
tinfoil
undercut
chef
of Grey
is
Dog's own shop.
the
This hasn't
Steve
stopped
skin
Ren making it rain over
with
at the shopping district,
a
scooping up all
black
the
outfit
fish
that just
from
has
the
TFC
shop
written on it.
and buying out the entire remaining stock of loot boxes before getting down
So
to business
amused.
in Aquatown.
Okay.
The giant square of glass will eventually be developed into a donut-shaped central station for his Hermitcraft rail network, although we're not sure if Ren will be using it because he's just figured out how to fly with a trident.
At ridiculous speed. Look at this, dudes. This is absolute. Oh my goodness. I don't think I've ever moved this fast in Minecraft in my life.
Doc M and Azuma have similar ideas, but not quite in the Riptide way. Instead, they attempt to kill a wither while flying in a thunderstorm using the channeling enchant.
Oh yes. Finally, it
Okay.
engaged.
Oh my goodness me, I got it. Fly away. Oh my goodness me, I'm almost dead. Sadly, the lightning bolts prove themselves about as powerful as a bug zapper when it comes to boss killing, leaving X and Doc with a wither on the loose and whole pockets of disappointment. But the melee wither kill with tridents worked alright, so that's something. Having acquired a nether star and a full pyramid, Azuma starts to dive mine for diamonds, though quickly learns that it's too tricky.
Alright, and then after that is...
I was so worried about that happening. With his kelp farm from last week finally turning a profit, Azuma starts a business of his own, a smelting service
that
under a
is not
roof
what I
that
wanted.
absolutely does not look like a brown circus tent. And yes, it is another subscription service, because by now, even cooking has gone the way of AAA games companies. Another of X's farms comes under scrutiny this week when Joe Hills makes good on his promise to return and review the skeleton farm, and now it's fully decorated. This time
Oh
it
no,
scores a little higher,
I gotta
but
go.
maybe just because there are more trapdoors.
Everyone, goodbye. Thanks for stopping by. Ooh,